Hi, guys. I just wanted to drop in with a little short topic again um, about staying in the present moment because a lot of people talk about coming back to the present moment and they're like, well, there's nothing nice here. It's not like the present moment is not a nice place. And, you know, that's one of the most common kind of answers I get when I say, like, it's important to come back to the present moment is, well, the present moment's not pleasant. Um, and I just want to explain why it's important to be in the present moment, like what the purpose of that is. So this is how it goes. You are driving your own rocket ship, like your own spaceship. You're the driver of your car, your vehicle, whatever you want to call it. You're the one in the driver's seat. And when we come back to the present moment, the only point of that is that the driver's seat is the only place where you can decide where you're going. Like, you can't steer, you can't put your foot on the gas, you can't put your foot on the brake, you can't see where you're going, you can't make positive decisions unless you're actually in the driver's seat looking where you're going. So that's the point of being in the present moment, is to place all of your attention on something that creates an experience you do want to have. So you come back to the present moment so that you can engage yourself, your brain, your nervous system, your being with something that creates a positive emotion, because that's all it takes when we're rewiring the brain to get ourselves in that positive emotion and create that sustained focus. It's that ability to create the experience for yourself that determines that ability to create confidence in yourself, so that the limbic system knows, okay, well, you can consistently create a positive experience no matter what I do. And you start putting up those boundaries, and with your actions, with your focus of not allowing the limbic system to come in with thoughts, with pops, with sensations. And you're putting up that boundary of your focus and instead placing all of your focus on something positive, to the point where those things may still be kind of like hovering in the background, but you're not, they're just like just like white noise in the background. And eventually they'll fade away, because whatever we place our attention on, that is what the limbic system understands us to care about. And we're retraining the limbic system to know, like, what information is relevant, what's the information, the sensory information that we need to be aware of to have a safe experience of life. And to and just part of it's like, it's your helper. So by really using your intentional focus, you're telling your limbic system, like, this is what I care about, these are my priorities, these are my values, and these are the things I want to be noticing. Like, this is what matters to notice in life. And that's a huge thing, because as I always say, recovery is a relationship. It's the relationship with yourself. And one of the things that happens if you've had a limbic injury is that the sensory input, like the sensory filtering part of mechanism in your brain, is part of your limbic system, and it gets impaired when you have a limbic system impairment, and it just lets in like all this information. And with the limbic system on high alert for looking for negativity, we end up filtering in a ton of only negative. Like, we filter in all these negative, and the limbic system's looking for threats because it thinks it's keeping us safe. So that's what happens with LSI. And so by using your intentional focus, coming back to the present moment and getting in that driver's seat, you're able to completely and utterly focus your emotional attention. And again, this is where it's engaging your senses and your emotions in anything at all, from flowers to comedy to the feeling of the ground or the couch underneath you supporting you, music, doing visualization, doing laughter yoga, dancing, whatever it is. But in all of those scenarios, focusing all of your attention only on the aspects that bring a sense of calm or joy or regulation to your nervous system. You'll feel it in your body when you engage with it in a certain way, and all of a sudden everything calms down. That's the kind of focus you want to sustain. But that's the whole point of coming back to the present moment. Because when we come back and we're not in an intentional space of creating our reality with our focus, all we see is what the limbic system is projecting. Because the way I always, it's like octopus ink. It's just like the limbic system, when it's activated, casts a negative shadow over everything. When that fear chemistry is running through your brain, it colors everything you see and everything you look at with negativity. So just coming back to the present moment does feel useless if we're not recognizing that it's simply to get back into that seat where we have all the power and all the control to create a new experience, to go somewhere intentionally with our agency, our willpower, our focus. So that is the point of coming back to the present moment. Just coming back to the present moment by itself doesn't actually solve anything if we're still in a limbic state of mind where we're again, the limbic system is filtering in only negative information in the environment and just looking for what's wrong. Being in that state of mind in the present moment's not really going to do anything. So it's really just, again, to get back into the driver's seat. So I just wanted to put that out there, a little tidbit, because it's a very common, people talk about how powerful the present moment is, but if you don't have that information, then you're just going to kind of be like, what are you talking about? It doesn't make any sense. So that's that. Hopefully that helps some of y'all out in just really gaining some traction in your recoveries. And I love you all, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah!